Hello YouTube, this is ChardarYuGiOh, and today we are playing some Dragoon Eldlich. This is another deck that I've been testing in real life. I have the cards for this deck. We have Pot of Extravagance, so we're going to lead on that. Banish 6. Did not hit a single Dragoon. Go ahead and use Insight, dump Wyvern, grab the Fusion. Activate Fusion. Hope this results. Alright, now I think we are in fantastic shape. Put it in the zone closest to the deck. This way it can be taken by a Transversor. That card doesn't see a lot of play, but usually this is the safest zone to put cards in. Set Haquero and... meant to set Haquero and Conquistador, but just set Conquistador. Keep one in hand to discard for the Dragoon, and pass. It's awkward that we don't have a way to get to Golden Lord, but Dragoon on its own is powerful. It does not beat a Droplet, however. Opponent pitches Nibiru, halves Dragoon, sure. E-Call. Alright, so heroes very likely can just OTK us right now. We can try to summon these. Most likely they're going to get blown up by Master Hero Acid. Opponent summons Ferris. At this point we just cross our fingers and hope that our opponent has a really bad hand and can't kill us. But if they had Droplets and E-Call and Stratos, that seems unlikely. Alright, opponent's going to destroy a card. Summons the Increase as a quick effect, so they're going to destroy 2 cards. Hits Haquero and Conquistador, so that's fine. Gets Vion. Vion dumps Mali. Going to banish Increase, get Polymerization. Cross Crusader, sure. Gets a Mali back. Tributes Mali, gonna grab Liquid Soldier to hand. Liquid Soldier does make Poly a lot better. Activates Poly. Using Faris and Liquid Soldier to summon Sunrise. Effective Sunrise gets Miracle Fusion. Draws a couple cards. Discards another Droplet. So they're discarding Droplet. Our opponent is very confident they can kill us. Rhoda. Gets another Stratos. They do anything with another Stratos? Miracle Fusion. Gets Absolute Zero, sure. Goes to battle. Sunrise goes off, sure. Opponent gets a replay, attacks directly. Declares attack, we're going to activate Haquero. Protect some life points. Runs over Haquero. Take 31. Opponent has a mask change. They do not. Opponent just passes. End phase, we will definitely use Conquistador. Grab Scarlet. Pot of Prosperity. We are most likely not using anything in our extra deck, so we will banish. We can never summon more of these. That doesn't do anything now. Opponent's not going to send stuff, so we will get rid of... We'll keep Link Spider and the BLS Link. Banish 6. Opponent has an Ash, which this is... We're okay with this because we don't want them ashing our Scarlet. Golden Lord. Go to battle. We can't attack over this because of Sunrise. So go to main phase 2, set Conquistador. Go to end phase, use Effective Aquero. Get another Scarlet. Alright, so opponent's going to use Stratos, so we need to chain Conquistador now. Summon another Golden Lord. Summon Conquistador. Destroy Sunrise. I feel like we're still dead to Absolute Zero blowing up our stuff. Yep, okay. We will concede. Well, we did everything we wanted our deck to do. Our opponent just had the droplet, and there was nothing we could have done differently. We're going to be going first. We will swap hand traps for more real traps. Drawl is usually pretty good against the hero deck, but I still think having Judgment's probably better when we know we're going first. We will definitely go first. And this hand is the same problem we had last time, where we have 2 golden lands and no Eldlich. Activate the Insight, dump Wyvern, grab the Fusion, activate the Fusion. Opponent has the Ash. We will set Torrential, set Aquero, and then keep Conquistador in hand. I think it's very unlikely that any of our back row survives this turn, so keeping this in hand to send something with the Golden Lord feels like we're obviously in a lot of trouble, but feels better. Opponent uses Fusion Destiny, summons Destiny Hero Dangerous, Shadow Mist goes off, and then opponent's locked into Dark Fusions, which means we're not getting hit with Absolute Zero or Acid. Dangerous, discard Dark Ruler no more, dumps Decider, use Effective Mally. I think we're going to hold Torrential as long as possible. If our opponent can normal summon Stratos, we'll have to use it there, but we are going to wait. Summons a Cross Crusader. Uses Cross Crusader. Comes back Decider. Add hero monster from graveyard to their hand. Normal's a Stratos. We will Torrential goes to the end phase. Alright, that went better. Grabs back Stratos. We're gonna activate this YGO now. One, so we can attack with it, and then we can link it away. Get a, we draw a Dark Magician, that's suboptimal. Go to battle, attack for 18. Opponent takes it. Main phase 2, summon Link Spider. This can't even summon Dark Magician if we draw it. This only summons level 4 lower normal monsters, which feels like Konami trying a little too hard to make this card balanced. Go to the end phase, banish YGO, get... Okay, Scarlet is obviously better, but if we get White Destiny, it can't be ashed. And we're not winning this game with card advantage, so I feel like this is a safer bet. We know our opponent's playing Ash, so maybe wrong. Maybe we'd rather get the Golden Lord out of our deck. Opponent summons Stratos, going to search. Sure, can't do anything about that. Gets Forest. Forest, pitch increase. Gets increase. Sure. Summons Cross Crusader. Gets back Dangerous. Tribute's Dangerous. Sure. Searches Liquid Soldier. Already has the poly. Gets Sunrise. Effective Liquid Soldier. Draws a couple cards. Discards a Lightning Storm. Opponent is playing a lot of going second cards, which is obviously very good against our deck. But they have a lot. Miracle Fusion. Gets absolute 0. Well, we do not care about that. Opponent goes to the battle phase. Start step of the battle phase, we will activate Conquistador. Chain White Destiny. Summon Golden Lord from our hand. Summon Conquistador. Destroy Sunrise. Not letting our opponent get the free pop. Runs over our Link Spider, that's fine. Fusion Destiny. Summons Dystopia. Burns us for 16. Effect of Dynatag. Goes to the end phase. Red Eyes Fusion is just about the best card we could have drawn. Well, we're going for it. Activate the Red Eyes Fusion. If our opponent has another Ash, we are in all kinds of trouble. If our opponent doesn't have another Ash, then we are okay. Effective increase, tribute the absolute 0, sure. Dump, Red Eyes and use the Dark Mission in our hand. We don't get a negate with the Dragoon. We're just hoping our opponent can't out it. Increase searches Vion. 0 resolves, routes our board. Vion's going to dump Shadow Mist. Shadow Mist searches Honest Neos. That is not going to be as good as our opponent wants it to. Going to activate the effect of Dragoon. Opponent gets Decider back. Blow up Dystopia. Blow up Vion. Increase puts itself back. We can't stop it. Go to battle. Run over Increase. Main phase 2. Effective White Destiny. Set Conquistador. End phase. Conquistador banish itself. Set Scarlet. And we are once again hoping Scarlet Conquistador is enough. Opponent has Honest Neos, so they can most likely attack over Dragoon. Summon Stratos. Grabs Forest. Pitch Decider. Summon Forest. Forest Increase are very powerful cards. The deck they're in is not amazing, but the hero deck has some very powerful cards. We've played against this deck before on these videos, and it very much just needs a fusion monster that negates a monster effect. That's probably the only thing really missing from this hero deck. I understand why Konami is hesitant to release a card like that. That would be very dangerous. You don't want the deck to be too good, but it's definitely something that most strategies have access to that this one's missing. Opponent summons Wonder Driver. Sure. Goes to battle. Start step of battle phase. We will activate Conquistador. Chain Scarlet. For our opponent top decked an Ash, they did not. Get Golden Lord out of our deck. Summon Conquistador. Blow up Wonder Driver. Wonder Driver's effect. Summons Honest Neos. I'm not sure how good that is. Runs over Conquistador, that's fine. We don't mind our Eldlich cards going to the graveyard. Main 2. Is that it? And opponent scoops it up. Alright. So going on to game 3, we will definitely bring in Nibiru. That seems very good against this deck. We will bring in Drawls. Do we bring in Ash? Do we want Kaijus? I don't think so, because the problem with trying to Kaiju the hero deck is they end on more cards than we care about, and the hero cards don't protect themselves. They're just big. So replacing a big monster with another big monster doesn't seem great. It might be better than the strikes. Ice Dragon's Prison might also be better than the strikes. Yeah, let's try that, and then this can eat away two of our opponent's resources. We'll try it like that. Alright, so this is another... oh, opponent's letting us go first. This is another very critical flaw with this deck, is we can't activate the... We can activate the Insight and mill our normal monster Red Eyes, but then we can't use the Red Eyes Fusion, so both of our cards are just blanks. So we have Scarlet, Conquistador, pass. Drawing the Red Eyes Wyvern is bad already, but drawing it alongside Insight is very bad. So I think this deck is more powerful than the Eldlich Zoo deck. Dragoon is obviously stronger than Trident, but I think the Eldlich Zoo deck gets to its plan much more consistently. Opponent has Fusion Destiny, summons Dangerous, triggers Shadow Mist. We would ideally, none of that would be happening, but we can't stop any of it. Gonna use the effect of Dangerous. Discard a Mali. Dumps Dynatag. Effect of Mali. Get another one. Links into Cross Crusader. Sure. Gets Decider. Decider triggers. Tribute Decider. Grabs Forest. Summon Stratos. Does this show us which effect they activated? Does not. Alright. I think I misclicked there. It blew up our Scarlet, but I don't think we're... Oh. If our opponent's just going to battle now, is there any reason not to activate Conquistador, prevent all of this damage? Don't think so. Yeah, we'll activate Conquistador. If our opponent has something to blow it up, or they want to use an effect to pump these, we're okay with both of those things. We will not chain. Summon Conquistador in defense. So our opponents just not have any other extenders? They searched the forest. They should have been able to do more. Unless they're really afraid of Nibiru, which we definitely have in our deck. Opponent's thinking, I don't think they want to do a replay here. I guess they have the option. Opponent's gonna activate Mask Change. Cannot stop that. So here is where, if we could see, so what happened was I right-clicked, someone's Anki, okay. I right-clicked on the Stratos, which passed priority back to our opponent. I was trying to figure out if there was a way to see which of the effects our opponent activated. I'm sure there is, but I wasn't finding it, and that's the misclick. But if this is all our opponent has, we might end up being okay. Relatively okay. Our hand is still about as bad as it can possibly be. On the other hand, we can just top deck Red Eyes Fusion or one of our pots. Opponent gets a card back. Grabs back the Dynatag. During the end phase, we will use Scarlet. Get Haquero. We already have a Conquistador. We draw a Droll. That does nothing. We can normal summon the Wyvern and crash into the Stratos, and we're not summoning anything, and I don't think the Wyvern's getting any better than that. Normal summon the Wyvern, go to battle. Attack Stratos. We will not activate effect. Alright, they crash. Stratos down. I don't know what that actually counts for, but Stratos is down. Set Conquistador. Go to the end phase. Banish the Conquistador in our grave. Get Scarlet. And now we know not to right click on a Stratos. Opponent draws. They're gonna use Forest. Definitely feel like they could have done that last turn, unless I'm very much missing something. This is a Dark Hero. Fusion Destiny locks him into Dark Heroes, so. Gets Increase. Searches Stratos. Okay, so we will Conquistador. Yeah, this doesn't say anywhere which... Alright, opponent chains. Increase. We will chain Haquero. We will chain Eldlich. Summon this in defense. Summon Haquero in defense. Banish. Does Mali do anything? Do we know where our opponent's other Mali is? We don't. I want to banish the Decider, but no, we'll banish Mali. Increase summons itself. Conquistador summons itself. Destroy Anki. Opponent blows up the trap cards. Sure. Increase grabs Vion. Our opponent only has to do 62 damage, but Eldlich is big. The hero monsters usually get bigger. Dumps Shadow Mist. Searches Poly. Did we miss activating Draw? Did our opponent search already? I feel like our opponent searched already, and then I didn't activate the Draw, so that it's probably another dramatic misplay. But I'm also not convinced that it would matter. Our opponent is obscenely far ahead in this game, and we have no resources. Drawing the alright, burns us. Dynatag effect pumps up the Dystopia. Dystopia can blow up the Golden Lord then, right? Yes. Alright, Cross Crusader. Summons back Dangerous. Goes to battle. Attacks over Golden Lord. 16, 16, and 2000. Yeah, that is game. Our opponent didn't use the Poly they searched, so the draw was definitely a misplay, but wouldn't have mattered. Take 2000 and 16 for game. Alright, so this is an example of why this deck is not any better than it is. Like, it's very powerful and it feels unbeatable when you're playing against it and it goes off, but a lot of the time you just draw the wrong cards of your deck and go nowhere. So GG, opponent.